Let's take a look now at how we can load some funds into an account balance for this newly created customer. I'm going to go ahead and go to our Customer Account tab here at the top and make sure I'm selected on the customer I wish to make changes to. The Customer Account tab provides me information about the customer's account status. In this case, they're active. If I need to ever change that, I can edit, and from here I can close the customer's account or suspend their account in situations where a customer may not be using the account for a short time, but may be returning at a later date. I can also go under the Account Transaction tab to view any transactions that have taken place within the back office for this new customer. What we need to do now is to add a prorated balance to this customer's account as they were added mid-cycle. For example, I will add $375 to this user for the remainder of this month. From the drop-down, I can see their primary account as well as their second, third, and fourth accounts. The account that I'm adding funds to today is our single declining account, which is normally an account that works from $375 down to zero with a reset on the 20th of the month. I'm going to go ahead and choose this account now, and at the bottom I'm going to choose New Entry. This will allow me to add an amount to this account, in this case $375. I'm going to make sure that my authorization type is set to credit as I'm adding funds to the account, not sale as I'm not taking away funds. I can also make a quick note on page 2 about why I'm adding funds to the account. In this case, I'm just going to note that it's a new account and I'm doing a prorate. I'll return to page 1, confirm my amount, make sure I'm doing a credit, and now I'll go ahead and save my entry. As we can see, the balance has now updated to $375 for this customer. And if I go back to the Customer Info tab, we can see that an account balance of $375 has now been added into the second account type. I'm going to go ahead now and do a data sync to make sure that the newly created customer and any updated customer information is readily available to my POS. I'll choose to do an exit and go to data sync. I can send updates to terminals, and I can choose just customer database or select all updates to take place and hit OK. The sync status currently is pending, however, will change to a success message for any terminals that have received the updated customer details. As we can see, my terminal has received this update, and we can go now and take a look at how these customer account charges take place within our POS. Let's take a look now at how our customer accounts work within a transaction. I'll go ahead and go to my cashier screen, and I'm going to swipe in my employee badge to enter my transaction mode. My next step now is to swipe in or badge in my new customer. I can do this through an RFID read, an MSR swipe, or through a barcode scan. I've gone ahead now and entered the customer into a transaction. We can see the name, the number of meals that are eligible, as well as any other account information available. As we can see, we have a $375 account balance on our declining account that we can use, as well as 3 eligible meals left within this period. So let's go ahead and do a meal count charge first. I'll go ahead and add in a couple of items. And I'll hit total. And now I can hit meal plan. When I hit meal plan, it will remove all eligible items from that transaction as meal plan. Let's take a look at our customer account again under a new transaction. As we can see, eligible meals have gone down to 2 and no additional charges were taken on any of our other accounts. Let's go ahead now and do an account charge using multiple accounts. I'll go ahead and add in an appetizer. Let's add in a main. We'll add in some wine, as well as a dessert. So now I can go ahead and hit total, and what will happen is I'm going to hit the on account button here instead. So the way this will work is that any eligible meal items will come off of the declining account. Any eligible alcohol items will come off an alcohol account, and any additional items would come off of an extra charges account as applicable, or when the other accounts run out of funds, they may default to the extra charges account as well. When I hit the on account button, it will try to charge all applicable items to the first account, then to the second, then to the third, and then to the last one. Let's take a look now at how this transaction will appear in our customer's account. I will go under Customer to access my customer database and scan my badge again to bring up the customer. I can now look in the Transaction Info tab and do a display to view all transactions that have taken place for this new customer we've created. As we can see, we have a couple of different transactions that have taken place. One transaction came off as meal plan when we reduced our meal count from 3 to 2. The most recent transaction we did was for several food items as well as wine and dessert. As we can see, the food items came off of our single declining account, reducing our balance of $375 by $18.85. And we can also see that the wine, the Chardonnay, was charged on the alcohol account at $8.25. Our account balances are now showing $356 on our declining account. Again, the account that's working from $375 down to a zero amount. And we can see minus $8.25 on our alcohol account, which is a charge style account working from $0 into a negative amount until the maximum limit is reached. When there are no funds left in either the single declining account or the alcohol account, or there are no meals left that are available for that day or time period, additional charges may go into the extra charges account at that point.